In the studio today is John Ekeberg. He is the executive director for the Broadway and Cabaret divisions of the Denver Center for the Performing Arts, where he oversees all programmatic decisions and business operations. Now, John works with national and international producers to select a lineup of Broadway's best road shows and other added attractions for the Denver market. Now, after college, John began his career at the DCPA box office in 1992. A few years later, he joined the Broadway division, where he first served as business manager, then general manager, and most recently, Director of Programming. My, you are a busy man. Since joining the Broadway team, John has played a major role in securing national blockbusters, including the tour that launched 13 shows. Good morning, John. Thank you for joining me today for a special edition of Community Connection.
Good morning, Tree. So happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
You are welcome. Now, you are an extremely busy man. Now, when did your passion for theater, music, and fine arts begin?
Well, that's a big question to kick off on a Monday, but I would say ever since I was a child, I've always been drawn to the performing arts, played music a little bit myself as a young person, and was always curious about arts, performing arts, that sort of thing. But it really wasn't until I had an opportunity to join the Denver Center, as you mentioned, way back in the early 90s, that I learned in depth about theater, about touring Broadway, the business of touring Broadway. It really stirred a passion in me, and so I'm so thankful and grateful to be doing what I do.
All right. So you say you played an instrument. What did you play?
I played viola for about 4 years, and there's no recordings of that time of my life, which is probably best.
Well, then I won't ask about that then. All right. So how do you select the shows for the DCPA?
We're working about 1.5 or 2 years ahead of time, looking at the shows that we expect to go on tour. Most of them originate with Broadway runs in New York. And I would say, Tree, that what our goal is getting a broad range of styles, mostly musicals, but sometimes plays, that really give a broad range of comedy, drama, some classics, a lot of new work, because, of course, our community and our audience has broad tastes themselves. So, of course, not everyone has the same taste in what they like, but if we're putting together a subscription package, a subscription season, we're hopeful that we get a good mix of shows, and, of course, always looking to bring the newest thing to town. That's
beautiful, and that's neat because you got to have variety. It is the spice of life. That's what they tell me.
I would concur with that 100%.
That's what they tell me. All right, so what are some of the benefits of being a subscribing member of the DCPA, and how many packages do you offer?
Well, we have a core package that we're focusing on right now, which is 8 shows in the year, and it is really, I think there's a lot of advantages to becoming a subscriber. You get the best seats at the best price, but one of the things that I hear from folks a lot is that they'll ask me about a certain show that was recently in town and said, "Oh, I really wanted to see that, but it came and went so fast, I never got tickets." And so a lot of folks say what's great about having a subscription is we give you your seats and your dates a year ahead of time. You can put them on your calendar. They're there for you. So that you don't have to worry about a show selling out or about you missing it. It's really sort of either a confirmed family night or date night, night with friends. So that's really one of the greatest, I think, advantages to becoming a subscriber.
Oh, yeah, date night. You got to get that on the books. You don't want to miss that.
Exactly. It's very important.
All right. Now, Denver is launching the national tour of Kimberly Akimbo.
That's right.
Okay, which is a huge honor for the DCPA and our city.
Well, we were so excited to get that one as a tour launch. It won 5 Tony Awards in its season, including for Best New Musical, and that's one that we always pay attention to. So they'll do some tech work out east and then come to Denver for the official launch here in just a few weeks. And so really it'll be Denver audiences that'll be at the forefront of that tour as it crosses the nation.
That is amazing. I'm so excited. It makes
I
me
am too.
excited.
Good. I'm happy to hear that.
And I'm sure there's other people that are excited too. Now, Kimberly Kimbo's producer is also the producer of Wicked, I heard.
That's exactly right. And Wicked is at the Buell Theater right now. It's the 7th engagement in Denver to have Wicked here. We did 5 weeks, and we're actually in the 5th week right now. So at the end of this week, Wicked will leave, and the next show we have coming in is Kimberly Akimbo, but all produced by the same team.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, how ironic that happened that way.
Yeah, it's a coincidence, really.
I was going to say, is it a coincidence or did you plan it?
No, it's a coincidence, but it's fun. One of the great things about what we do is we make these relationships with producers, general managers, press agents, and these folks work on a variety of shows year over year. So we get to work with some of the same folks, get to know them, and it's really like working with friends after a while.
That is wonderful. Well, I love the theater. I truly do. And I enjoyed our visit here today. Thank you, John, for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come be a part of KUVO Community Connection, a Colorado where everyone feels seen and heard.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.